we should use some form of protection?
Oh, all right then.
Behind the flower sat the house, and inside the house was woodworm. Behind the house was the potting shed and 2 large flower pots, and in these flower pots lived Bill and Ben, the flower pot men. Behind the flower pots was a little weed. One hot summer's day, she noticed that the gardener had nipped over the fence to visit Mrs. Tompkins while her husband was at the job centre. So she decided it was time to wake up the flower pot men. Neither of them answered. Where could they be? Do you know, children? That's right, they've been away on their holidays. Little Weed asked them if they'd been to Spain. And did they have a nice time?
Drink a lot. Sick up a lot. Fatty lippy lot.
I wonder if the flower pot men did anything else on their holidays.
Pedal up.
And did Ben have a pedalo too?
Line up, little weep.
So Bill had a pedalo and Ben had a lilo. Oh, why does he look so unhappy?
Pedal up. Line up. Round a lot, to the bottom of the sea a lot.
Little Weed asked if they'd enjoyed the Spanish food.
Oh, yeah, little weed. Oh, lovely grabber love. Burger love, paella love. What a lovely grabber.
I wonder if Ben enjoyed the food.
Oh, no, little weed. I pulled night a lot. It's a burger love.
Little Weed asked the flower pot men if they'd made any friends on their holidays.
Oh, yeah, little weed. Pull a cracker love.
I wonder if Ben made any friends.
Oh, pulled up. Poof the tub.
Now, have you been paying attention, boys and girls? Because I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh.
Was it Bill or was it Ben? Had a crummy time in Spain. Was it Bill or was it Ben? It was Ben! It was Ben! Bad little Ben! Bad little Ben!
Well, regrettably, Trish can't be with us this morning. She's gone and got herself stuck in a snowdrift. So they've asked yours truly to come down and do a preview on the old weather. Well, what can I say? I mean, it's a funny old day today, isn't it? It's a funny old day. Now, as you can see, the wind's going to be tearing down the right-hand side of the country, crossing across to the centre, and, of course, heading down to the south. So, in the top half, it's going to be a bit unsettled, especially around Derby County on Monday, Nottingham Forest Tuesday, and, of course, Sheffield Wednesday. And talking of Nottingham Forest, I see old Cluffy's going to be giving his lads a bit of a pep talk today, so we could expect a lot of hot air floating around the country, you know. Well, the bottom half is a completely different picture because down south, the old Chelsea bun will be coming out, giving Londoners a nice Tottenham hot spell. And in turn, that'll be leading to a nice warm glow around your arsenal. But, one of Jimmy's gems there, but, what about the long-range outlook? Well, it's gonna be a funny long-range outlook. It's gonna be a funny outlook, you know. Something that could be foul, you know, but we could tackle it with a warm kit. Best to do that, otherwise you could end up paying a penalty. biting wind will be kicking off around about 3 tomorrow, and that'll be whistling up the left-hand side of the country, bringing freezing temperatures to the old Bristol City area. So, better wrap up, girls. And don't worry about that though, because the old final whistle will be around about 5. So, summing up on present form, you best play at home. Weather report is a funny old game, isn't it?
Hi there! Yeah, this is your old pal, Mac, Headroom here, with all the latest gossip. Okay, today, Shakin' Stevens has announced plans to form a supergroup with Big Country, Fat Boys, Beastie Boys, and White Snake. So be on the lookout for a big fat beast with a shaken snake. Marilyn has just finished making an album with Boy George and AC/DC. And they've got a record that doesn't know which way to turn. Speaking of Boy George, his next single will be There's Always Something There to Remind Me. And I'd like to see the video of that. You know, I was hoping to bring you Bill Wyman's latest this evening, but unfortunately, she's at home studying for her 11 plus. So instead, here's three of the nicest guys to ever stand on a garden rake. Ha, 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 ha. Still alive, still alive. Yeah, you know who it is. It's the da-da-da-da, Bee Gees. Hi-ho, Silver, away!
When Lulu made me things are so bad. There's no point in thinking we've gone for good. We're back again. 'Cause every 10 years we break out a new day. There's no point in wishing we never would. We're back again. And when we found out we'd not been in. When the state slapped into the music of the lights went out in Massachusetts, and we got to say we're still electrifying today. There's no point in thinking we've gone for good. We're back again because we like to keep a ball in the dark. There's no point in wishing we never would. We're back again. Just like I said, to go back to your record store. We're back again.
Now, take a look at this. What we have here are the remains of a lower Pleistocene hunter, predating the Napha-Nigellithecus of East Africa by at least 100,000 years. Carbon dating shows that he died of old age back in 1,800,000 years BC, which is a very long time ago indeed. We discovered this skull in perfect condition, every part intact, and it's damn frightening to think. A man who's been dead nearly 2 million years has got more teeth left than I have. Here, in this Ballymena rainforest, is possibly one of the most important finds of the decade. As you can see, we discovered a skeleton hidden behind this tree, and at first it was believed to be that of a prehistoric ape. However, further examination reveals that it's human. Could it be Neanderthal man? Well, it's certainly been here for some time. However, this medallion discovered around the body's neck supplies the answer. It is, of course, the all-island hide-and-seek champion.
New Après-Dual cleansing pads enriched with apricot cleanser have a textured side for thorough cleansing and a soft side for more delicate areas, leaving you with a fresh, clean complexion every day. New Après Dual Cleansing Pads.
Oh, you naughty girl. Been pouring draft lager down the sink again.
I love Dave Bright, I guess.
Well, guess what I've bought for you?
The biggest thing since a Graf Zeppelin.
Right. You like that Holston Pills, don't you?
My spine turns to custard. I get goose pimply all over.
I bet you like the blokes who drink it and all.
Oh, I want mine to wear glasses.
This could be your lucky day.
Holston Pills, the sugar turns to alcohol production.
Just a little reminder, Wednesday is National No Smoking Day.
Tonight, in the Jim Davidson Classic Theatre, Britain's most patriotic comedian stars as one of this country's greatest heroes in a stirring saga of Elizabethan England on the brink of war. The Sir Francis Drake story. The Virgin Queen appears by arrangement with Richard Branson.
Well, Riley, what's happening for me?
Pilot's tidings, Your Majesty, 'tis bad news. King Philip of Spain has declared war.
The Navy must be alerted. Summon Sir Francis Drake.
Summon Sir Francis Drake.
Summon Sir Francis Drake. Summon Sir Francis Drake.
Oh, no, not another summons. Even all, Sir Francis, Nick, Drake, at your service. I'm sorry I'm late, I got lost in the maze.
Hampton Court?
No, I always stand like this. All right, Queenie, you get him up then.
Please, will you have some respect for Britain's greatest ever queen?
Well, I can tell that. Lovely jacket.
Double it.
All right, lovely jacket.
Gentlemen, please. Sir Walter Riley, this is Sir Francis Drake.
It's a pleasure, sir. I know you. You're the geezer brought back the tobacco.
And potatoes.
Well, I can tell that from your tights. On your bike, Riley.
Really?
All right, then, on your bike, really. Get on.
Oh, Sir Francis, you're scintillate.
Yeah, and I'm not bad after 8 either. If you play your cards right, love, you could end up in the Sunday parchment for me.
Sir Francis?
Yes?
What have you bought me?
Well, I've been travelling all over the world, Gil, to find a present for you, and I thought when I come back to England, I'll give you one. And here it is.
What is it?
It's snuff.
What do I do with it?
Well, you can stick it up your nose as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, Sir Francis, you wag.
I know, it's these tights. Now, look, Queenie, Your Majesty, or can I call you Madge?
Madge, do not forget I am a sovereign.
Oh, the price has gone up, has it? Madge, I think you're a belter.
Then woo me.
So I've gone deaf, love, I've gone deaf.
Woo me.
How rude do you want me to be, then?
Oh, you're incorrigible.
Well, then come on, encourage me. Look, I tell you what, I've got some poetry here. Look, I nicked off Bill Shakespeare, down on one leg. I had my ship repainted, and when I come home to find, they changed the name the other way round. 'Twas called the Olden Grind. You always did like a bit of rough, didn't you?
Control yourself, Sir Francis. I brought you here today because I got a little epistle yesterday.
Oh, really? Who carried you home? And not them gin and tonics on the head, love.
No. This came from Santa Cruz.
Oh, leave it out. You don't still believe in Santa Cruz at your age, do you?
It's from Philip of Spain. The Armada are on their way.
Armada!
There's no answer to that, is there, really?
No, it's the Spanish Armada. They're heaving too.
Yeah, well, it's all that greasy food they eat. It's all the my head hurts for getting
I
on
see
my
them approaching. I am much afraid.
Never fear, Queenie dear. Take a rascal, give me some skin.
Hey!
It's okay.
Oh, blimey. Don't worry, Queenie, because if there is a war, I'll always go and entertain the troops. Because England is great. Yes, this little island of ours has done it before, and now it'll do it again. Them Argies, them Spaniards, them greasy plongers, we're not scared of them lot. They can all clear off back to Torremolino, see if I care, because we're strong. I'm an Englishman, an Englishman. Do you hear me? An Englishman. All this year up to Sunny Spade.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like you to meet a new addition to my act, This is Lord Charles's friend, Lady Fiona.
What's the silly ass talking about? I've never seen this ugly old bag before in all my life.
Now, you're going to say good evening, Fiona.
Pardon?
Say good evening.
Leaving? We've only just got here.
She's hard of hearing.
There's no need to shout, old boy. This is a monocle, not a hearing aid.
You'll like her when you get to know her.
I've no intention of getting to know her. And if you think I'm getting into the suitcase with that ugly old trout, you've got another thing coming.
She's got a very good background.
I should hope so. Her front's not too clever, is it?
She lives in a country in a big house, and this house has an enormous wine cellar.
Does she really? Why, Joe? Welcome to the Acto, girl. How about you and me rubbing legs together and starting a fire? There's a wine cellar, eh? What have you got in it?
Dry what?
Have you any bottles?
I think I've got one.
Oh, really? What's in it?
A candle.
Oh, my Joe, you're wasting your time with this one. I tell you, you can make a fortune out of her on Guy Fawkes night.
Well, now you're going to sing the duet.
Are you really? Why, Joe?
Ladies and gentlemen, Lord Charles and Lady Fiona will now sing for you Nellie Dean. And will you notice the ventriloquial speed with which I change voices as they sing alternate lines?
I've got a better idea. You feel up to a harmony, oh girl?
Why not? Let's bedevil.
There's an old mill by the stream, Nellie Dean, sweet Nellie Dean.
How do I do it?
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Crime Watch OK. Tonight, the art world must be reeling after the biggest theft of paintings this century. Chief Inspector Al Jolson, who discovered the theft, is here with me in the studio. Chief Inspector Jolson.
Present. Oh, yes, sorry. Good evening, Esther. And good evening to you, the listening viewers. Chief Inspector Al Jolson here, reporting on the biggest art theft this century. Give or take 100 years.
Could you describe the scenario?
Certainly, Annika. You and I are sitting behind this desk. And there's lots of people milling up behind us.
Yes, fine. Thank you, Chief Inspector. Now, about the robbery.
Yes.
Would I be right in saying that the paintings were priceless?
No, you would not be right in saying they were priceless. They were worth a great deal of money.
Were there any French impressionists?
Well, I believe Charles de Gaulle did a very good Maurice Chevalier, but I'm not 100% sure.
No, I'm referring to the school of painting.
Oh, yes.
For instance, was Monet involved?
Oh, no money. Just the paintings.
A Pissarro, perhaps?
Not for me just at the moment, thank you very much. I'm on duty.
Gauguin?
Not necessarily, I've been already.
No, Chief Inspector, I'm referring to the artists who painted the stolen masterpieces.
Oh, yes, people like Schubert and Mozart.
But surely Mozart and Schubert were composers.
Well, it's funny, a lot of people think that, but no, they just simply used to bash around on the keys waiting for the first coat to dry. But, Julia, this is a very serious crime, and I'd like now to take the opportunity of alerting the public at large. Public at large, look alert! Thank you.
Do you know who might be responsible?
Yes, of course we do. It's that all the paintings are signed at the bottom.
No, do you know who might have taken the stolen masterpieces?
Oh, yes, no doubt about it. It's definitely the work of thieves.
Have you any idea what they look like?
Yes, in fact, Scylla, we're very, very fortunate to have an impression of one of the men. And here he is. Oh, an ugly-looking brute as well. Look, he looks as though he's been in a fight. That's a bit like Derek Jameson.
Yes, well, anything else you can tell us?
Yes, we do know that it is the work of an inside job.
Well, how can you tell?
Because all the paintings were on the inside. See, the percolators of this crime were very, very clever. They broke into the art gallery and stole all the paintings. But they not only took the paintings, they also took furniture, carpets, wardrobes, fixtures and fittings, and they also took all the electricity and turned the water off at the mains.
Did they leave any prints?
No, they took those along with the watercolours. But they did leave a clue, as we can see from our police film. Now, those are the thieves. Now, look very carefully here. Look at this sign. This could be the clue that could help us crack the case. If anyone recognises the handwriting, don't hesitate to get in touch with me, Inspector Al Johnson. What's that? Oh, fingerprints. And there they go. A clean getaway in their getaway vehicle. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. That's the vehicle.
Thank you, Chief Inspector. That obviously was a police reconstruction.
No, it was the actual incident.
Then why didn't you arrest the men at the time?
That was impossible. I was too busy operating the video camera. It's a brand new one, you know. I got it offshore tailoring in a pub in the Old Kent Road.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you very much, Chief Inspector. That does, in fact, lead me to my final question.
Thank God for that.
What advice would you give our viewers should they be offered any paintings?
Well, I thought that would be obvious, Jan. If you have a Van Gogh, hang it in the hall. A Lautrec looks very, very nice in the dining room, and of course a Constable always goes very, very well in the bedroom. Especially if well hung.
Yes, well, thank you very much, Chief Inspector Al Jolson.
It's a pleasure, Russell.
Thank you very much. That's all from Crime Watch this week. Good night.
I'm so blue. I tell you, I just don't know what to do. I'm so troubled in my